The Tonight Show, a staple of American television for over 3 decades, left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape. Johnny Carson, the charismatic host, captivated audiences with his sharp wit and engaging presence. However, beneath the polished exterior lay a side of Carson that few ever glimpsed. Recently uncovered footage reveals a different aspect of his personality, one that contrasts sharply with the jovial persona he displayed on screen. This unseen material showcases moments of vulnerability and introspection, offering a rare glimpse into the man behind the laughter. In these clips, Carson's demeanor shifts, revealing a more complex character grappling with the pressures of fame and the expectations that came with it. The footage invites viewers to reconsider their perceptions of him, challenging the notion of the untouchable television icon. As the layers peel away, the audience is left to ponder the true nature of a man who brought joy to millions while concealing his own struggles. Despite his on-screen charm, Johnny Carson had a more complex personal life that included struggles with his masculinity and issues of infidelity. While he was beloved by millions as the host of The Tonight Show, behind the scenes, he faced challenges that often contradicted his public persona. Carson found solace in visiting Texas, where he sought various excuses to spend time. This affinity for the Lone Star State was not just about the scenery or culture. It was also a backdrop for his personal escapades. His legal advisor, Henry Bushkin, revealed that Carson had an affair with a woman known as Miss Texas. This relationship highlighted the darker aspects of his life as he navigated the pressures of fame and the expectations of masculinity. The allure of Texas and its charm seemed to provide an escape for Carson, allowing him to indulge in desires that conflicted with his public image. The complexities of his character reveal a man who, despite his success, grappled with personal demons that shaped his life in ways that were often hidden from the audience. After her role was cut in 1980, Carol Wayne, famously known as the Mat Lady, faced significant financial struggles. This change in her career led her down a difficult path, where she turned to alcohol and drugs as a means of coping. Her personal life also suffered as she made poor choices in love, which further complicated her situation. Despite her earlier success, the pressures of her circumstances took a toll on her well-being. In 1985, Carol Wayne died unexpectedly in Mexico, leaving many questions about the circumstances surrounding her death. The mystery deepened as it was revealed that there were no drugs or alcohol found in her system at the time of her passing. Additionally, the water where she was found was too shallow for drowning, adding to the enigma of her untimely demise. The combination of her struggles and the mysterious nature of her death left a lasting impact on those who remembered her. In Mexico, Durston was with Wayne during a time that would later raise many questions. After Wayne's body was discovered, Durston had already left the country, which led to growing suspicions about his possible involvement in her death. This situation created a cloud of mystery and intrigue as people began to wonder about the circumstances surrounding her tragic end. The connection between Durston and death did not stop there. In 1969, he was also linked to the death of Diane Linkletter. She fell from a skyscraper, and at the time, it was reported that she was experiencing LSD flashbacks. This incident added another layer to the narrative surrounding Durston, as many speculated about the influence he may have had on her life, and the events leading up to her fall. The combination of these two tragic incidents painted a troubling picture of Durston's associations, leaving many to ponder the true nature of his involvement in both cases. The shadows of these events lingered, creating a complex web of speculation and concern. Before Johnny Carson took over as the host of The Tonight Show, Jack Paar held the position and became known for his unique style and controversial moments. One of the most memorable incidents during Parr's tenure was his infamous walk-off in 1960. This event occurred when he became frustrated with the network's censorship of his material. Parr had a strong desire to express himself freely, and when he felt that his creative voice was being stifled, he chose to leave the stage in protest. This dramatic exit captured the attention of the audience and highlighted the tensions between creative expression and network control. Despite his popularity, Parr struggled with the pressures that came with hosting a late-night talk show. The demands of the job, combined with the memories of his walkout, weighed heavily on him. After a period of reflection, he decided to leave The Tonight Show permanently in 1962. His departure marked a significant moment in television history, paving the way for Johnny Carson to step in and redefine the late-night format. Carson's arrival brought a different approach, but the legacy of Parr's time on the show and his challenges with censorship remained a notable part of the show's history. In 1979, Johnny Carson took a strong stand for Burt Parks, the beloved host of the Miss America pageant, who had been replaced. This change sparked public outrage, as many viewers felt that Parks had been a significant part of the show's charm and tradition. Carson, known for his influential platform on The Tonight Show, used his show to advocate for Parks' reinstatement. He made jokes and comments that highlighted the unfairness of the decision, rallying public support for Parks and keeping the issue alive in the media. On another front, Carson's humor played a pivotal role in the political landscape when he turned his comedic lens on Gary Hart, a presidential candidate. Hart's extramarital affair became a major scandal, and Carson's jokes about it helped to bring the issue to the forefront of public discussion. The late-night host's sharp wit and ability to address serious topics through humor contributed to Hart's downfall in the race. Carson's influence in both entertainment and politics showcased his unique ability to shape public opinion and engage audiences on important issues. Morrissey's performance on The Tonight Show in the 1990s did not resonate well with Johnny Carson and other guests, despite Morrissey's strong following among younger audiences. His unique style and music appealed to a generation that was eager for something different, yet this did not translate into acceptance from the established figures of the show. Carson, known for his sharp wit and discerning taste, seemed unimpressed by Morrissey's act, which may have contributed to a tense atmosphere during the appearance. Additionally, rumors surrounding Carson's inappropriate conduct towards women lingered in the entertainment industry. These allegations, while never resulting in lawsuits, painted a complex picture of the late-night host. Carson's legal team was highly skilled, managing to keep any serious claims at bay. This combination of Morrissey's controversial performance and the whispers about Carson's behavior created a notable moment in television history, reflecting the shifting dynamics of fame and public perception during that era. Actress Sally Field shared her experiences regarding her relationship with Johnny Carson, revealing that she often felt uncomfortable due to his advances. Field described a sense of pressure that made it difficult for her to say no to him, highlighting the complexities of navigating such interactions in the entertainment industry. This dynamic reflects the challenges many women faced during that era, where power imbalances often left them feeling vulnerable. In a different context, Bob Crane was initially considered the top choice to take over the hosting duties from Jack Paar on The Tonight Show. However, Crane ultimately declined the opportunity, which would have significantly altered his career trajectory. Tragically, Crane's life came to a sudden and violent end in 1978 when he was found murdered under mysterious circumstances. His death shocked many and left unanswered questions about the events leading up to that fateful day. The intertwining stories of Field and Crane with Carson illustrate the varied experiences of individuals in the entertainment world, marked by both opportunity and tragedy. Robin Hilton's appearance on The Tonight Show was a notable moment, but it was marked by discomfort and a lack of chemistry with Johnny Carson. The interaction felt forced, and the audience could sense the awkwardness. Hilton, known for her beauty, did not seem to connect with Carson, who was known for his charm and wit. This disconnect made the segment less enjoyable for viewers, as the usual banter and playful exchanges that characterized Carson's show were absent. In a different context, Carson made headlines for his investment in John DeLorean's company. DeLorean was a well-known figure in the automotive industry, famous for creating the DeLorean DMC-12, which later gained fame as the time machine in the Back to the Future films. However, the company faced significant challenges and ultimately went bankrupt. The situation worsened when DeLorean was arrested for cocaine trafficking, which shocked many, including Carson, who had believed in the potential of the company. This series of events highlighted the unpredictable nature of fame and fortune in Hollywood and the business world. Carson had a unique way of interacting with his guests on The Tonight Show. He often avoided small talk, which made him seem aloof, and sometimes even rude. This behavior set him apart from many other hosts who engaged warmly with their guests. The only notable exception to this pattern was Orson Welles, with whom Carson shared a special rapport. Their interactions were marked by a mutual respect and understanding that allowed for a more relaxed atmosphere. In addition to his sometimes distant demeanor, Carson created one of his most beloved characters, Karnak the Magnificent. This character became famous for his ability to answer questions without ever hearing them. Dressed in a turban and cape, Karnak would hold an envelope to his forehead, claiming to channel the answers from the universe. The humor came from the absurdity of the answers he provided, which often had little to do with the actual questions. This character showcased Carson's sharp wit and creativity, making him a memorable part of television history. During Johnny Carson's time as host of The Tonight Show, the program achieved remarkable success, generating annual revenues of $50–60 million for NBC. This financial triumph solidified Carson's status as a television icon and made the show a staple of American late-night entertainment. However, behind the scenes, a hidden tape surfaced that revealed Carson's personal struggles, presenting a stark contrast to the charming and affable persona he displayed on screen. This footage offered a glimpse into the challenges he faced, reminding viewers that even the most beloved entertainers can experience difficulties in their personal lives. Additionally, Saturday Night Live emerged as a result of changes to The Tonight Show. After Carson requested shorter working hours, NBC decided to cut 30 minutes from the program. This decision led to the creation of SNL, which quickly became a cultural phenomenon in its own right, showcasing a new style of comedy and launching the careers of many famous comedians. The intertwining of these events highlights the complexities of Carson's legacy in the world of television. In 2014, a sex tape featuring Johnny Carson and one of his wives came to light, sparking a scandal that led to an attempted extortion of his estate. This revelation shocked many fans and raised questions about the private life of the beloved television host. The tape's emergence was not just a personal issue. It became a legal matter as attempts were made to leverage the footage for financial gain from Carson's estate. This incident highlighted the challenges of privacy faced by public figures, even long after their passing. Additionally, the pilot episode of The Tonight Show, which first aired on October 1, 1962, is notably missing. While the show became a cornerstone of American late-night television, the original pilot has not been preserved. Only an audio recording and a single photograph from that historic episode remain, leaving fans and historians to wonder what the complete visual experience was like. The absence of this pilot episode is a significant loss for television history, as it marked the beginning of a legacy that would influence countless entertainers and shape the landscape of late-night television for decades to come. The combination of the sex tape scandal and the missing pilot episode paints a complex picture of Johnny Carson's legacy, intertwining personal and professional elements that continue to intrigue audiences. Ed McMahon faced significant financial difficulties later in life, which became a major concern for him. He struggled with substantial debts and even faced foreclosure issues on his home. Despite his long career in television and his role as Johnny Carson's sidekick on The Tonight Show, these financial troubles cast a shadow over his later years. The pressures of managing his finances were compounded by the public nature of his career, making it difficult for him to navigate these challenges privately. On the other hand, Johnny Carson had his own battles, particularly with alcohol. His well-known drinking problem affected not only his performance on stage, but also his personal relationships. Friends and colleagues noted that his drinking sometimes led to erratic behavior, which could disrupt the flow of the show. This struggle with alcohol created tension in his life, impacting his interactions with those around him. Both McMahon and Carson faced their own demons, highlighting the complexities of life in the spotlight and the personal challenges that can accompany fame. During the celebration of the show's 25th anniversary, a significant incident occurred that highlighted the personal struggles of Johnny Carson. His drinking had become a notable issue, and it culminated in a public altercation with his son, Rick. This moment was not just a private family matter. It unfolded in front of an audience, drawing attention to the challenges Carson faced in his personal life. The tension between father and son was palpable, revealing the strain that Carson's lifestyle had placed on their relationship. This incident served as a stark reminder of the impact that addiction can have on family dynamics. While Carson was a beloved figure on television, this altercation exposed a different side of his life, one filled with conflict and emotional turmoil. The public nature of the event made it even more difficult for both Carson and Rick as they navigated the complexities of their relationship under the scrutiny of the media and fans. The fallout from this incident lingered, affecting their bond and highlighting the often hidden struggles that can exist behind the scenes of fame and success.